Good morning, dear students. Today I shall start Night Witches by Megan Garber. Megan Garber is a staff writer at Atlantic, an American magazine, where she covers culture. It was the spring of 1943, at the height of World War II. Two pilots, members of the Soviet Air Force, were flying their planes, Polyakov PO-2, built mainly of plywood and canvas, over a Soviet railway junction. Their passage was on its way to being a routine patrol until the pilots found themselves face to face with a collection of German bombers, 42 of them. Their passage was on its way to being a routine patrol. Their passage was on its way to being a routine patrol means an act of going around an area to see that there is no trouble. 42 of them, they were 42. 42 of them. Pilots did not want anyone piloting a plane made of plywood. Pilots did what anyone piloting a plane made of plywood would do when faced with enemy aircraft and enemy fire. They ducked. They sent their planes into dives, shooting back directly into the center of the German group. The tiny places, fluminescence means weak and thinness, was in some ways an advantage. Their maximum speed was lower than the stall speed, than the slowest speed in which an aircraft can maintain steady flight. Of the Nazi belonging to the Nazi party, which came to power in Germany in 1933 under the leadership of Adolf Hitler. Nazi planes, meaning that the pilot could maneuver means move or turn in a skillful and controlled way. The pilots can move or turn the plane in a skillful and controlled way, their aircraft much more quickly and easily than their attackers. The outnumbered Soviet downed to Nazi planes before one of their own lost its wing to enemy fire. The outnumbered Soviets downed two Nazi planes before one of their own lost its wing to enemy fire. The pilot escaped, landing finally in a field. People on the ground who had witnessed the sword fight rushed over to help the pilot. People on the ground, those people who were already on the ground, who had witnessed the sword fight, those who are the eyewitness of the sword fight, rushed over to help the pilot. When the pilot fell down on the ground, they rushed there to help them. They offered alcohol, but the offer was refused. They offered him alcohol, but the alcohol was refused. As the pilot would later recall, nobody could understand why the brave lad means boy, who had taken on a Nazi squadron, a team of aircrafts and the men who fly them, Nazi squadron would not think vodka. would not drink vodka. Vodka a kind of wine. Would not drink vodka. The brave lad, it turned out, was not a lad at all. It was Tamara Pamitak. Okay, it was Tamara Panitkana, one of the members of the 558th Night Bomber Regiment of the Soviet Air Force. The 558th was the most highly decorated, usually a member of the army, honored formally, often with a medal or badge. The 558th was the most highly decorated female unit in that force. While 30,000 missions over the course of 4 years and dropping in total 23,000 tons of bombs on invading German armies, its members, who ranged in age from 17 to 26, flew mainly at night, making do with planes that were for their plywood and canvas. Construction generally reserved for training and crop dusting, spraying powdered chemicals on crops from the air to kill insects and help crop grow better. They often operated in quiet secrecy. Running their engines slowly as they neared their target and then gliding their way to their bombs release points. They often operated in quiet secrecy. Quite secretly they were doing their operation. They were running their engines very slowly, and when they reached near the target, then start gliding their way to their bomb release points, and then they started releasing their bombs to the point. As a result, their planes made little more than soft wooing noises as they flew by. When their planes were flying, they were making a wooing sound, they were making a sound, special kind of noise. Those noises reminded the Germans. After hearing the noises that is produced by the engines, reminded the Germans apparently of the sound of a witch broomstick. So the Nazi began calling the female fighter pilots Nachexten, night witches, and that's why from that time the Nazis started calling the female fighter pilots as night witches. They were hated and they were feared. Any German pilot who downed a witch was automatically awarded an Iron Cross, a German military award given for bravery. Okay, any German pilot who downed a witch was automatically awarded an Iron Cross, a German military award given for bravery. The night witches was largely unique among the female fighters. They are unique, they are special, they are magnificent. And even the female flyers, and even among the female flyers of World War II. World War II was during the World War II was a German nickname for the night witches. Night witches was a World War II German nickname for the female military aviators of the 558th Night Bomber Regiment, known later as the 46th Toman Grounds Night Bomber Aviation Regiment of the Soviet Air Forces. Many have allowed women to fly as members of their early air forces. Those women however, served largely in support and transport goals. The Soviet Union was the first nation to allow women to fly combat missions. Soviet Union was the first nation to allow women to fly combat missions to take part in fighting. To be able essentially to return fire when it was delivered. These ladies flew planes. They also dropped bombs. One of the most famous of the night witches I have already explained, was a World War II German nickname for the female military aviators of the 558th Night Bomber Regiment, known later as the 46th Tamangurds Night Bomber Aviation Regiment of the Soviet Air Forces. One of the most famous of the night witches, Nadezhda Popova, a commander of the squad who flew in total 852 of its missions, passed away in 2013. She was 91, and the obituaries that resulted, the newspaper reports informing people of someone's death along with information about the person. Celebrations of a life and a legacy, something valuable that is passed down generation and belongs to everyone in this case. Popova's achievements, largely unknown to many of us around the world. Most of the people around the world do not know about the lady. Okay, so the newspaper in a obituary informed the people and world about the brave acts performed by Nadezhda Popova, served as a reminder of the great things the female flyer accomplished. Things made even more remarkable, considering the limited technology that was available to women. The witches, they took the name given by the Germans as a badge of honor. The witches, they took the name given by the Germans as a badge of honor, flew only in dark. Flew only in dark, in the darkness of the night. They were flying their aircraft. Because of the weight of the bombs they carried and the low altitudes at which they flew, they carried no parachutes. They had no radar to navigate the things. They had no radar. Radar is an instrument used to find the position of an object on the ground or in the air. Radar to navigate their paths. Navigate means to find their way through a particular route or area using maps or other instruments through the night skies. In the night sky, they had no radar and to navigate their path. Only maps and compasses. Only they had maps to see the things, to read them. After reading the maps, they are knowing the things and compasses. If hit by bullets, their craft could burst into flames like the paper flames they resembled, which was not a small concern. Almost every time Popova once called, we had to sail through a wall of enemy fire. Popova once recalled, we had to sail through a wall of enemy fire. Their missions were dangerous. The missions on which they were going, the missions were dangerous. They were also, as a secondary challenge, unpleasant. Each night in the general, 40 planes, each crewed by 2 women, a pilot and a navigator, would fly 8 or more missions. Popova herself once flew 18 in a single night. Popova herself once flew 18 in a single night. The multiple nightly sorties, quick attacks made by an aircraft or a group of aircraft were necessary because the modified crop dusters were capable of carrying only 2 bombs at a time. The women's uniforms were hand-me-downs from male pilots. The women's uniforms were hand-me-down from male pilots, and their planes had open cockpits, leaving the women's faces to freeze in the chilly night air. Through the cockpits, everything was clear. When the wind was strong, it would toss the plane. The plane was tossing, Popowa noted. In winter, when you would look out to see your target better, you got frostbite, a condition in which a person's fingers, ears, nose can become swollen and numb because of extreme cold. Our feet froze in our boots, but we carried on flying. In the winter season, it was very difficult to fly, but they were flying. Once, after a successful flight, which is to say, a flight she survived, Popowa counted 42 bullet holes, studying her little plane. In her little plane, she counted 22 bullet holes. There were also holes in her max and in her helmet. Kataya, my dear, the pilot told her navigator, we will leave long. Despite all this bravery, however, the female fighter pilots initially struggled to earn the respect of their brothers in armed soldiers fighting on the same side. The Night Bomber Regiment was one of 3 female fighter pilot units created by Stalin. The Night Bomber Regiment was one of 3 female fighter pilot units created by Stalin at the insistence of Marina Raskova, an aviation celebrity who was essentially the Soviet Amelia Earhart. Okay, Joseph Stalin was a very powerful leader of Soviet Union. Amelia Earhart, famous American pilot and the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean by herself. Raskova trained her recruits as pilots and navigators, and also as members of maintenance and ground crew. She also prepared them for an environment that preferred to treat women as bombshells. Bombshells is an informal and disrespectful term used to refer to a very attractive woman. Rather than bombers, one general male initially complained about being sent a bunch of girlies instead of soldiers, but the women and their fancy little crop dusters and their ill-fitting uniforms and their 23,000 tons of ammunition, means bullets, shells and so on, which can be fired from a gun or cannon, soon proved him wrong. And they did all that while decorating their planes with flowers and using their navigation pencils as lip color. Thank you.